Hey guys! Okay, so today I'm going to be recording a video about long distance relationships because I'm in one. I get a lot of questions on Tumblr about my relationship and I was like, book it. It's going to be easier if I just post a video talking about it, and then when anybody asks me, I'm just going to link them to this because I'm lazy. And yeah. First I'm going to talk about like what the most important thing I think is in a long distance relationship. Also, I don't know who I think I am rocking this hairstyle right now. I just like haven't washed my hair in like a week. Back to what I was saying. The most important thing in a long distance relationship is 100% communication. Like, that's all you have in a long distance relationship because you're not together all the time talking about fucking everything. Before this relationship, I didn't like to talk about anything. I was emotionally cut off with everybody I was with. I was terrible at relationships and heck of my titties. And now Sarah and I have worked on our relationship so much that we talk about everything, and that's like the only way you can constantly be on the same page with somebody that you're never with, because we're only together once a month. Even if you hate talking about it, talk about it. Sarah and I, whether we're happy, sad, excited, like we discuss everything, and we always are on the same page because we make sure that we both know how each other's feeling. There's been times where we're like not on the same page at all and we're just like all fucked up, because sometimes distance fucking gets the best of you, and I would be a liar if I told you that we were always like happy-go-lucky. Long distance is easy because that's not the case. As soon as that happens, I have to keep checking my shit out. When we feel like our vibes are off, one of us is like, okay, this feels weird, and we kind of force it out of each other so that we can just get it over with. Because why would you want to just be fighting and playing games and fucking with each other's heads when you can be happy together? That's like one thing that I think is super important. If you love this person and you want a successful relationship with them, you better fucking talk about it. So I think another important thing is prioritizing. Since this person isn't with you every day, it's hard to like make time for them in a day. You know, you're going to school, going to work, doing whatever it is in your day that you do every day, and since they're not with you to like be involved in those plans, you have to like separate a core chunk of time for them. You have to really make an effort to set aside time for them. Sarah and I have both gotten in places where we felt like, I don't feel like you're making time for me, not to be selfish, but like I feel far from you and it's making me sad. You should never have a significant other that makes you feel bad about how you feel. You can't control your feelings. If your boyfriend or girlfriend makes you feel bad about where you are emotionally, then I don't know, that's like a whole different fucking video topic. But Sarah's never made me feel bad about how I feel. So we have wine nights on FaceTime. We sometimes cook dinner at the same time and eat dinner together. Whenever she's on break at work, we FaceTime while I'm driving home from work, while she's driving home from work. Sometimes I'll wake up early and I'll FaceTime her while she's on her way to work. We sleep together on FaceTime, which seems silly, but falling asleep with her on a screen next to me is about the next best thing to her actually being with me. So it's nice because she's still the last person I see before I fall asleep and the first person when I wake up. And it helps a lot. I get the question a lot, like, what do you guys do to keep it exciting? And Sarah and I send each other flowers, edible arrangements, letters, stuff like that is really important. And they feel like Sarah thought about me, and now I get that. It helps a lot because you have like a tangible thing from them, and it's just different because you can hold it with you. I've kept every letter Sarah's ever sent me. Me and her see each other once a month, and I think one thing too that helps make things easier is having a date so you know when you're gonna see each other next. So like when we leave each other, Sarah and I are, it's awful. We literally hate nothing more than leaving each other. It's the most dramatic. It looks like a movie scene every time. We're both just like weeping in an airport. The only thing that makes it a little bit easier is knowing when we're gonna see each other next. We'll literally leave each other and then we'll be like, okay, 28 more days, and then every day is one day closer to seeing each other, and I think having that to look forward to makes it easier. And I think also having friends that can help you on the days that you're feeling low and alone, because sometimes when you're not with your significant other, it's a much different relationship than your friendship with your friends. Having someone who recognizes that and knows you feel lonely is really important. Like, I have Megan, and she's like the fucking greatest friend in the entire world, and she helps me through my long distance relationship a lot. I get a question too is like, how do you guys afford seeing each other? My answer to that is always be responsible with your money. If you're in a long distance relationship and you're an adult, you need to be fucking responsible with your money at this point. You really have no excuse. I work 2 jobs so that I can't afford being able to take these trips and spending the money to go see Sarah and flying to see her, and she does the same for me. If you want to make it work, you will, and there's no other excuse for it. We want to make our long distance relationship work, and we want to see each other as much as we do, so that is like one way that makes it all possible. What else can I talk about? I'm gonna FaceTime Sarah and see if she has any advice to give in the video.
Hey!
Hi!
You look so pretty!
I love you. Well, do you have anything that you feel like I should say that's important?
You probably said it all.
Babe, what do you think is the most important thing in a long distance relationship? Like,
our communication and the way we handle things.
like how?
Like how we're honest with each other all the time. We talk about everything. Like, we don't play games. Do you talk about how we sometimes want to fucking strangle each other?
Sometimes we fight a lot.
Sometimes we fight and it's not like heavy duty.
But it's not about anything. Like, we fight about nothing, and I think it's just when we let distance.
We fight about stupid shit because all the important stuff we handle the right way.
And sometimes I think we're just frustrated with the miles between us, and you can't take it out on the distance, so you take it out on each other. But it's not unhealthy to fight every now and then. Like, it's good to get the frustration. Yeah, so, like, it's good that we get our frustration out. And we do. But, like, the thing is, it's like, our fights end up with us laughing, or we never say anything, like, super... Yeah, or crying together, but we never say anything, like, hurtful to each other. It's just, like, I would never call Sarah any names or anything. I told them that they shouldn't be with anybody who makes them feel bad about the way they feel, ever.
Yes, and we pick our battles pretty often, too. Like, there's plenty of times where we have to shake shit off.
I think it's important not to dwell on anything.
Well, aside from like, working on shit together, like, I work on my trust issues by myself.
Sarah's ex cheated on her a lot, and so obviously it's, you know, fucked with her a little bit and given her long-term trust issues. If she ever feels jealous or, you know, intimidated by someone else that I'm in contact with, she deals with it herself, which she doesn't have to. And don't make your significant other ever feel like they have to deal with that on their own. Another thing to remember too is if that is happening, because sometimes I get jealous when Sarah's out with her friends and I'm not there with her because I wish that I could be. I would never take that out on her though. I just tell her. So we're honest with each other, and like, she tells me if something makes her feel weird or off, because obviously there's no reason for her to feel jealous about anybody else, because all I want is her. But I would never make her feel bad about feeling that way, because it's a natural feeling, especially when you're apart and you just want to be with that person and other people are instead.
And being in a long-distance relationship requires a lot of thinking and like less reacting too.
Yeah.
Woo!
I got some questions on Tumblr, so I'll answer those. Long distance relationship, girlfriend breaks up with you but still wants to be friends. And I say depends. I think it depends on why you broke up and how you broke up. If you guys ended on good terms and it just ended because you both weren't feeling it anymore, be friends. There's nothing there left for you to. If it ended because one person wants their cake and eat it too, and they want to be friends with you and flirt with you, but also want to go around and fuck other girls, then don't be their friend. Take your time to heal and move on, because you deserve better than that. Sometimes people get broken up with and they can't imagine that person out of their life. They think that they'll be happier being friends with that person since they can't be their girlfriend anymore, and in the long run they're just more sad because the other person moves on and they don't. So I think you have to really focus on what's going to make you the most happy in the end, because your happiness is the most important thing in the world. So always focus on you and your happiness. Can you talk a little bit about you and your girlfriend's long distance relationship? How long were you in it, and what kind of things helped you get through it? Do you have any tips of things to do or not to do? I just left for college about 2,000 miles away from my girlfriend, and I'm just wondering how you get to the other side where you beat the distance. So I don't know if you guys know this, you probably do if you follow me on Tumblr, but my girlfriend and I are moving in with each other in 1 month. And we've been long distance for about a year and a few months. I've already talked a lot about what's important in a long distance relationship. Honestly, the thing that helped me most through it was Sarah, and having, you know, when I was feeling low and sad about distance, she was the strong one and carried me through it. And when she was feeling sad, I was a strong one for her. And I think just having a balance of taking care of each other and understanding that it's not going to be easy is super important. And I think that, you know, things to do in it are be there for each other, communicate, prioritize, all those things that are very obvious, but a lot of people don't do. Things not to do is play games, make each other jealous, and do stupid shit like that. That's so high school. Leave the high school shit in high school. Yeah, so good luck to you and your girlfriend, whoever you are. Just stay strong and don't let the distance win. Been with my girlfriend in a long distance relationship for 18 months. I was planning on moving in December, but we've been fighting a lot lately. Mostly about who's sacrificing more for the other. I just don't know if it's what I want anymore. Should we be constantly feeling like we're sacrificing for the relationship? It just feels so negative. Yeah, that's super fucking negative. I think that you guys are losing sight of why you began the relationship in the first place, and you should just go back to the point, because relationships are about loving each other and not anything else. If it's about what you're giving up, then I think that maybe you guys should think about why you're in the relationship. So what I always tell people when they ask about my long distance relationship is my long distance relationship is a lot of work, but it's never felt like work, because I don't feel any other option for being with anyone else. She's all I want to be with, so what I'm doing doesn't feel like work. It just feels like this is what I have to do, you know, to be with the one person that I want to be with, and it's worth it. Be you and love who you are, and stay positive. Don't be a negative person. Spread positivity. Okay, bye. Sarah, wait, say bye.
Bye.
Bye.